Across 4 states and 6 constituencies, the Independent National Electoral Commission deploys personnel and materials to conduct by-elections to fill vacant seats at both the national and state assemblies. After basic housekeeping, accreditation and voting, the results are in. In Akure North-South Federal Constituency by-election in Ondo State, the returning officer of the election, Professor Rufus Ogunshemi of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, announces the results at the Collation Center in Akure, where it declares the APC candidate winner, having scored a total of 26,370 votes to beat his closest rival from the PDP, who scored 24,201 votes.
Alade of APC, having satisfied the requirements of the law, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected.
A similar exercise in Cross River State saw victory for both the APC and the PDP. At the Ogoja Yala Federal Constituency, after votes were cast, INEC returning officer for the election declares the candidate of the APC winner after scoring 22,778 votes to beat his opponent of the PDP, who scored 20,590 votes at the by-election.
Ngaji Jude Ogbeche of APC, having satisfied the requirements of the law, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected.
However, it is victory for the candidate of the PDP in Akpabuyo State constituency after polling 5,866 votes, defeating his closest opponent of the APC, who scored 5,363 votes.
Edet Eken Efio of PDP, having satisfied the requirements of the law, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected.
For the Ngokbala State constituency in Imo State, Mr. Amajurionwu of the APC is declared winner after he scored 9,248 votes to beat his closest rival, Emeka Nwachukwu of the People's Democratic Party, who scored 7,161 votes. The returning officer, Professor Dennis Ako, made the declaration at INEC Collation Center, Umuneke community in the local government area. Meanwhile, the Independent National Electoral Commission declares Mr. Musa Aga Avia of the People's Democratic Party as winner of the Jos North Basa Federal Constituency by-election. Announcing the results of the election, the returning officer declares that the winner scored a total of 40,343 votes, against his closest rival, Mohammed Gwani of the People's Redemption Party, who scored 37,757 votes, while the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Mr. Abe Ako, scored 26,101 votes. INEC also declares the APC candidate, Mr. Ezra Dakop, winner in the Pangshin South State Constituency by-election. Mr. Dakop of the APC scored 6,328 votes. The by-elections comes hours after President Buhari signed the Electoral Act Amendment Bill into law, which is expected to shape future elections in the country.